Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go through a new product to use AI, and I think teachers should get into it. And why it repeats a lot of what other AIs do, it has got one brilliant and fantastic feature I think we should all be using, particularly you're in a school that students actually have low literacy or have trouble reading or don't know how to study or can create notes. So let's get into it. Let's find out what it is. So what's this new product I'm talking about? I'm talking about Notebook LM. And if you go on YouTube, there's obviously a few different features on there. But I'm just going to highlight this from a perspective of what's good for a teacher. As you see, I've been playing with it here. The idea is we come in, it's free. And the channel up here is Notebook, obviously .google.com. It's based on the Gemini models. It's got some pros and cons based of it. Well, in terms of what it's done, they've built a bit of a nice front end, particularly for, I think, students or educational people who want to process information. Instead of just doing it in the chat. And that's a nice bit of a change. I imagine ChatGPT and Claude will develop similar front ends or environments for us as well over time. So the idea of this one, as you see, I've been playing with it a little bit, is when we create a new resource, we can upload sources here. We can paste in text. We can do the link and a website and a YouTube. Okay, what I've got here is a document I use my students. It's for World War II history. It's the Road to War. It covers all the major points of from rearmament, the Berlin Olympics, the Spanish Civil War, the alliances, appeasement, the Rhineland, obviously remilitarization, Auschwitz, the Munich Agreement, and the German-Soviet Pact in the East War. So they use this information to do a bit of a summary. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to come back to my document here. I'm going to go New. And like I said, different resources. I'll give a YouTube one afterwards, but we'll go text and we'll copy it in here. Nice and simple. So what we'll do here is get the information. And the most fantastic features that you can do in here, there's all these different features, but I want to show this one called the audio overview. And a lot of people are using this to make podcasts, but I think it has really good applications within school, particularly students who struggle to read. So what we do is we press generate, and that's going to generate basically like a conversational podcast. And obviously I'm going to cut it here, break it in a minute, because obviously it does take a little while to actually generate this audio. But what it does is actually gets the information you link up there. It turns into a conversation between a male or female voice generated by AI that almost sounds normal. And they discuss and they put it in a format that's actually easy to follow. Easy to follow. Harry, away, buddy. That's actually easy to follow, and you can then just play it to your class. The students can listen to it. And it's not just obviously your materials apply to them. I'm looking to start and generate these and supplying them to my students. But at the same time, students can get their own content, their own notes, and put them into audio files and listen to them as part of their revision when they're out riding, running at the gym, whatever the case may be. I'm going to have a break now. I'll be back in a minute when it's finished recording. Okay, we're back. And that took us about 5 minutes to generate the recording. So what we've got here now is a file. You can download it to your local machine. So you go to WAV file, then reproduce it. And if I press play, it's created a 20-minute recording, which is a good length for a podcast.
Wow, looks like we're tackling some pretty heavy history today, huh?
Yeah, a whole stack of sources on the road to World War II.
And focusing on Germany in the 1930s, from what I can see.
Definitely a fascinating period, lots to unpack.
I can already tell this is going to be a really interesting deep dive.
Definitely. Each event seems to have had such a huge impact on what came next. Ripples spreading
Pretty
everywhere.
strong and proud again.
Exactly.
And one of the first things Hitler did was rearmament, right?
Yes.
So it does this conversation. It turns out it is really engaging. I think it's really good. It's a quick way to develop these sort of resources, particularly if you want to put them online for students to do a revision. But the conversation it has in that format is really accessible to people. It's not really just someone droning on. It's basically two people talking, and they're talking through the issues. And it's a good way I think it's a lot more engaging. So a lot of potential there. It's a starting point. I'll have a quick show what else is on Notebook LM. You've got these questions in here. You can click on them, and it will generate your normal sort of chat conversation, and answer the questions as we normally get through there, as it would normally do, and it's based on your information. So what I'm going to do now is show you the second feature. So what we've got here, I've just got a YouTube video, which is showing generous tactics by someone on YouTube.
It's Australia's
Just a video.
full-clad 39th
Go
Battalion
through.
soldiers.
Okay, I want to use this in my class, or I want to alter it. Here's I can copy and paste the URL. The advantage of this being within the Google, obviously, ecosystem, the links are fairly good. So if we do click on YouTube, you put the URL in there, you hit insert, and it will going to go through and access that material and provide a summary for us of the information. Obviously, it'll go through and create a recording for us as well again, but in this case, I'm not going to do that. Other things we can do is you can click on and make a study guide. And this is just something normal AI can do. Basically, put information in there, ask it to create a series of questions, and this would do it automatically. So basically, it's a couple of little quick shortcuts instead of you doing your prompt in itself. Here we've got questions, and we've got an answer key. Now, this is nothing different that ChatGPT or any others can just do yourself by putting the URL in there. Say questions, some glossaries of terms, and some up. Now, if you look at the program Diffit, that's what that does as well. But like I said, after a while, Diffit, you've got to pay for the different features. So let's forget about that at the moment. Let's go back to our links here. So we've got a source guide. We can play the video in here. Summary. You also get, which I think is really handy, is you get a transcript of all the information that's in the video. So if you want to get extracts out, or if you want to go through and work out questions based on that. So I could get this information and copy and paste it, put it in a document, and use AI to generate a whole lot of questions based on the questions there as well. Like I said, it's got a lot of features built in. It's something I definitely recommend people can do. Different notes, information on here as well. So I'll just leave those points there. Like I said, you can bring videos in there. You can even play the videos within this window as well.
Known for its relentless and unforgiving terrain, the Battle of the Dakota Trail is
quite
the
handy.
Stalingrad.
It's got this type of environment. And you can even, if you generate, you can even share these notes with people if you wish, going out there. Hopefully you found that useful. Like I said, the thing I find useful is that audio recording. It will generate it for any material that you put on there, long or short, and it generates. It's something new we can use to engage with our students and give them different ways of actually connecting with the information, particularly in history. But like this information can be used on every single subject area. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure if you will, mathematical problems in there, science, English, talking through those conversations might be really helpful. Give it a go. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, post if you've got a question. Thank you.